What's going on, everybody? Rob here, Trev2323. That's Trev2323. Subscribe, like, share. Today I'm going to do just kind of some recaps. There's my big girl right there with my beautiful wife in the back. But I wanted to do a recap and show you what's going on here. The sliding gate that we have makes such a difference, and it's a remote control. Paid $100 and something bucks for it off of eBay. Actually, I think I bought it off of eBay. 120 something bucks. You can stop it in the middle, you can go backwards, and I actually have a video on installing this and why you should make your concrete pad a lot bigger. The actual fence itself, the sliding fence, was done by Acorn Fence Company out of Hammond, Indiana. Another recap right here is on the carport. Believe it or not, it was on sale, and then we got the 11% off, and my wife is an awesome couponer. We paid $700 for that carport where her car is at. Alright, you see I got a one-car garage, so I'm working on that. I want to be installing a 12-foot by 8-foot shed, building it myself, but the carport works amazing. But I do have one leak somewhere up in here, so I got to get on that before the winter. The millings that I put down this used to be really green grass and everything all back here, and everybody decided to walk their dogs here, so I put the millings down, and now I gotta fix the millings because, you know, I was maintaining it where no weeds grow or no nothing like that. But look at it, I fell off of that. There's the tanks there. I'm actually throwing those tanks away just because I don't got time. But the millings right there, I called somebody, they said to change that to concrete, it'll be like $1,500, and that's really not bad, right? But I'm not doing that right now. Today what I'm doing is with my big girl, I got the heavy duty shocks on the back of the sucker. So today, those are 75 pounds patio squares right there, and those are 50 pounds paver base, but I'm not using the paver base. What is down here already is a 2-foot wide sidewalk, and actually I put this right here to see how low it was, and if it rains, when it rains, this actually floods a lot. If you see, that's higher than the sidewalk. Our whole sidewalk, actually all the way down, is actually lower than grass level. So what I was going to do is, I was thinking about breaking it up and putting concrete down, but it's just too much money and too much time. So these 10-foot patio savers are $10, and 2-foot by 2-foot patio pavers are $10. So what I'm going to do is actually just shovel this up really good and start making a path, at least from the front of the carport to that. And also with this carport, when we moved in, this was just a fence all the way right here, and there wasn't a carport, there wasn't any place to put your car. And I made this a double swing carport. It used to be a 9-foot where you had to open the gates, but during the winter time it really did kind of suck, or when it was raining it kind of sucked. And then I put a chain on it because people started using this as a cut-through yard, so that really was crappy. So that's why we put that on there. And with the gate opener actually locks. When it's closed, it's locked closed. If the power goes out, you need a key to unlock it to open the gate all the way up. So I did notice a lot more people, especially in the inner city areas, are converting their back gate into where they can make a driveway or a carport. Why I wanted to get these millings fixed right here is because the first winter I was back here trying to clear the spot for my wife, and I broke the windshield on her brand new car with a rock. Yeah, she's even giving me a dirty look about that right now. Okay, with these pavers I threw down here was just because the sidewalk would get wet right there. So I put these pavers all the way down here, but sometimes I drive my Astro van back here to unload it. So what they started to do would they start caving in right here. So I'm actually going to have to make a concrete path right here, so that's going to be in the future too. A concrete path is right here, and on right here I got it measured and cut down already. But I'm building a 8-foot by 12-foot shed right here. So there is a lot of stuff going on, so please stay tuned to the channel. Like right now, I'm going to go ahead and get my measuring, I call it my measure stick, my measuring tape, and measure 8 feet right here, and ask my wife where she wants her first 8 feet of these patio stones. Clear it up really good, sweep it out really good, because believe it or not, one little pebble underneath those patio stones can break them. And this is all concrete already, so what I'm doing is I'm not putting any sand down, because I'm just going to put them right on top, and they're going to sit right in here. So you'll see how that's going to work. Alright, bye bye. Alright, so I got 8 feet of stones right here. So actually it's 9 feet. 8 feet. So what I'm gonna do is dig out this to find out where the sidewalk ends, because I know there was a little lip up and then it came down. So I'm gonna get all this out of here, sweep it really good because I don't want any pebbles. The pebbles will crack those blocks, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so I dug out the sidewalk. You look down here. Want to come this way? To the end of the sidewalk right here. So I know that's going to be the 2 feet. And then this is, I dug further back from the 8 feet. But this is where I'm just going to lay the pavers. And the pavers are 75 pounds each. So 8 feet is going to come back to about right here. And then the next time I pick them up, it's going to be 8 feet to about another 8 feet about right here. And then I'm just going to keep going all the way back. I'm just laying it on top of this right here. I'm not gluing it down or anything because I know they're going to move a little bit. And in the winter time, if I just concrete them to the top of this and there's no room for them to move, they'll actually crack. So that's why I'm leaving them as separate individual pieces next to each other. I know ice and whatever is going to go in between them, but I don't think they'll crack as much as if I just lay a concrete pad over this. And I don't want to, in the near future, I really am not intending on having a concrete pad put down here. Heck, it's going to be $1,500 for me to have the concrete pad put in the back. So I'm just going to sweep this out really good, then I'll put the blocks in, then I'll show you what it's going to look like. These are the 75-pound 2 foot by 2 foot patio blocks. I was kind of overzealous where I put 4 of them. They're 75 pounds each. So that's where it's going to stay as long as I get it all the way back. It's about 2 foot length, 24 inches. And not only that, my snowblower is a 21-inch snowblower, so I'll be able to get my snowblower on this and it won't flood as much as it's been flooding right here next to that. So that mound right there I just put right there, I'm probably going to level out in the tire marks over here, because when you drive on it, the tire marks do go down some. Like if you look at the front of the car right now, I got to add some dirt to that because where the wheel wells go in underneath close to the bumper. So eventually I'd like to put a path all the way back there, you know, but all this is going to come. My subscribers got to get up. So let me put the blocks down and fill this in. Ooh, I'm telling. These are supposed to be 24 inches each. And if you look at the end right here, it's only 93 inches. There's 8 feet right there. So it's 3 inches shorter than 8 feet. So one of these wasn't measured right. But if you can see now, the sidewalk is actually more level. Ooh, there's my beautiful wife. Look, say hi. She has been on camera. But it's more level to where she drives at. So what we have to do is actually, I would like to finish it off right back here where the driveway is. Let me see, babe, so you can see the difference in height. So they're about 1.5 inches to 2 inches thick off the ground. So I'm on the ground, so they're like up off the ground. So it does make it where this isn't going to be flooded with water. One of them is loose, I can feel it. So the only thing I can think of, see, we got paver base right there. See the paver base? Walkways, patios, and all that. And I could actually put that underneath here, but since it was smooth sidewalk, I just put it right down on the sidewalk. The paver base I bought because where we're going to be putting the 8x10 shed right here, or 8x12 shed, with my cinder blocks, I'm going to actually dig the holes, and I got this 12-foot stick right here that I'm going to put my level on and start leveling the cinder blocks. But also I wanted to make sure, that's how long the shed is going to be, I want to make sure that I can still fit a car sideways right here, or my boat sideways, because this is where my boat was at. Now with this right here is going to be a feat to see, because I actually am going to put a 600-pound tire changer on the shed. So we'll see how much. I got my wheel balancer right here, my tire changer, and my big ass compressor. But this is really light. My wheel balancer is really light. That compressor is heavy as heck, and I have no idea how I'm going to get it around into the shed. Either way, with these patio blocks, that's what I wanted to show you. If I were to do it again, I'd probably just put a light coat of sand on the bottom of them and not paper base, put sand. But we did put the dirt in there, and with the everything setting, hopefully it'll set right. This last one then too is probably moving also because there's nothing butted against it. If there was something butted against it, it wouldn't move as much. But yeah, I mean, if it cracks, it cracks. These things are $11 each, $10, $11 each, and it actually raises the sidewalk, and that's what we're going for right here. That the sidewalk is higher off the ground. All right, so that's the finished product right there. Don't seem like that big for 44 bucks, huh? But if you can see the difference on the level, that's like a lot higher than the rest of what has been building up right here every time it rains and all that, and it's still wide enough that I could get a snowblower on. So we measured, it's till that minion back there. I would need like 16 more blocks to get to that minion right there. But I told my wife, this don't flood right bad. Oh, this don't flood at all right here. All the water goes and starts flooding on the side of the carport. So that's why, and I didn't want to have to break that up right now. But I did tell my wife, but she wanted we could do it properly. She loads her truck right here in the back, and we could actually put a path right here to go that way with the sand and with the gravel and all that stuff, and made it level. See, I got the paver base already, so I could do it right there. But what I bought these paver bases for is because I got a bunch of cinder blocks, and I'm gonna start leveling out the cinder blocks where I'm gonna put them at, and they're gonna be every 4 feet. So it's gonna be 8 feet wide. So there's gonna be 3 of them going this way and 12 feet long. So there's gonna be, how much is 12 feet divided by 4? 3. I'll put 4. I'll put 4. All right. Talk to you later. Keep watching. Bye bye.